pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set. And today's starter, Kevin Gausman.
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win. And really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
Here's the second baseman,
Leading
Jazz
off for the
Chisholm Jr.
Yankees, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. In the sixth spot for them in this one, Francisco Lindor.
Well, these days, we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. Next pitch inside. One ball, one strike. Ramirez launched a pair of homers in his last game. Pitch misses there. Now 2 balls and a strike. Check swing on the 2-1. Appeal to third. And he went around, according to Patrick Johnson. That one misses. And a full count now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Three and two. The pitch is outside and ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Left fielder Juan
So a man at
Soto.
first. Now it's going to be Juan Soto on the verge of runner on the move. Cut on and miss. Throw to second. He's safe. That's 50 stolen bases for him this year. And a swing and a miss.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. They're waving Ramirez home. He will score, and the Yankees take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Here is Aaron Judge. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. First pitch, and he just misses. Gausman, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Judge waits. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Spikes that one. It goes to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
And that one hammered. Going back. squeezes it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Batting fifth, first baseman Bryce Harper.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Base hit and a run in to score.
He was all over that
Batting
one.
sixth,
Off the bat, that
shortstop,
one registered at
Francisco
105 miles per
Lindor.
hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Runner at first with 2 away. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one lifted in the air center field. Bellinger should have this one. And that is that. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Yankees 2 and the Blue Jays coming up. And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Garrett Cole. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Andres Gimenez. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Struck him out swinging. The high heat, too much on that one.
Just overmatched on that
Batting
fastball
second,
right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Digging in, Nathan Lucas. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. He swings and fouls one off. That just misses, and the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Anthony Santander at the plate.
1 strike.
Two outs. And there's a foul ball.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 out, space is empty. This one popped up. Chisholm. Brings it in. And that'll do it. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Jackson Merrill. Gosman back to work. And it's fouled off. Merrill with a homer in his last game. That one finds the corner. 0-2 now. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
And the righty deals. That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Good eye right there. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
He goes down looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling. You think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
Late swing, foul to the left. One down, base is empty. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And George makes the grab. 2 away.
Batting ninth, center fielder Brenton Doyle.
So digging in, Brenton Doyle.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside. Outside low. And now it's 3-2.
Okay.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. on deck for the Yankees. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
That one fouled off. Chisholm, multi-time All-Star, hitting leadoff in today's game. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Now batting third baseman
First and second,
Jose
2
Ramirez.
outs. Here's Jose Ramirez. A walk and a run scored his first time. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Doyle, the lead runner at second. Chisholm on at first with 2 down. To the right side, Jimenez. And that is the inning. So they strand a pair. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Yankees 2 and the Jays nothing. Back here at Rogers
Leading
Center,
off
Bellinger
for
up
the
to hit.
Jays, center fielder.
This guy who grew up
Cody
in big league
Bellinger.
clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Another 1-2. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
No, that's not the best two-strike
Batting
fastball
fifth,
I've seen, but
shortstop,
certainly got away with the
Bo
location
Bichette.
there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean,
Batting
there's just no
sixth,
messing around
third
right now. It's still
baseman,
very early,
Ernie
but we could
Clement.
see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
And the 0-1. Check swing, called strike. Got him swinging, and he strikes out the side here in the second. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They trail things here 2-0. New inning getting
Leading
started.
off for
Here's
the
Juan
Yankees,
Soto.
left fielder.
And you
Juan
can feel the intensity
Soto.
in the ballpark. Everyone wondering if this will be the at-bat that sees him break the record.
And a foul ball. And takes low for ball one. And a good eye there. Got him swinging. Here comes Aaron
Now batting
Judge.
right fielder,
He's 0
Aaron
for 1.
Judge.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Swings through that one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Hot shot to third. 2 up, 2 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's Bryce Harper. RBI single his last time up.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
Ball 1 to Bryce.
1 ball. No strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that is out of play. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 53rd homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here's Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Hit hard on the ground to short. Sends it to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Right fielder, George Springer.
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. He sends one out the opposite way, and they cut into the deficit. It's 3-1.
Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Fastball for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Hard ground ball, base 9.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
So up next, Tyler Heineman. And there's the strike. Here goes the runner. Fought off foul. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Nobody out. Runner at first. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees. So that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
So the lineup flips over. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Jimenez. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Varsho stands at first with 1 out. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Got him. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. Just missed. One run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the third. Fouled off. He was late.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Next offering upstairs. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC. It's that time of the
Leading
season.
off
Let's
for
check
the
out some
Yankees,
notable
the
trade
designated
candidates.
hitter, Jackson Merrill.
That's
1-0.
inside.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Now batting,
And
catcher,
that extends
Austin
his hitting
Wells.
streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. And that one fouled off. The 1-1. Way out front for strike 2.
1-2.
That one close, ruled a ball. And the count's even at 2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Got him looking. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout.
Up
And there's
next
one away.
for the
Well, nice
Yankees,
job right there. He struck him out
Richard
twice.
Doyle.
The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Springer there makes the catch. Runner tags at second. He gets there safe at third as he moves up with 2 gone.
Up next for the Yankees, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
And here is Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Trying to keep that hitting streak alive. 10-game hitting streak for the young man.
Pitch
One ball,
misses there,
no strike.
and it's 1-0. Fouled off to the right. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
That one misses. And now 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now batting third baseman.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kevin Gausman makes way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Max
the Blue
Scherzer
Jays.
on a pitch out of the pen here.
Number 31.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to
Max
other relievers, so he
Scherzer.
relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Runner on the goal. Safe at second with a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. And there's a ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
And that misses. And that's ball 3. Juan Soto waiting to hit for the Yankees. Merrill at third. Chisholm at second with 2 gone. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that is that. 2 left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. Yankees 3 and the Blue Jays 1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Anthony Santander.
That one misses. Ball 1.
Well, these Jays, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
And that's way high. And that's ball 2.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Here's Cody Bellinger. And that one handled over to first. And Bellinger is out.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Went down on strikes his first time through. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And that clips the inside corner.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
It's a K from the Coltrane. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back now in
Leading
Toronto.
off for
Here's
the
some
Yankees,
real
left
power at the
fielder,
plate.
Juan
Soto.
Soto.
And you can feel the intensity in the ballpark. Everyone wondering if this will be the at-bat that sees him break the record.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Slides, but it gets by him. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Jimenez. Over to Bichette. And that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was
First
far
baseman,
from
Bryce
routine.
Harper.
That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So here is Bryce Harper. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Harper, 32 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missed. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Not close with that one. And it's a full count. Francisco Lindor on deck for the Yankees. Two outs. Outside ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting, shortstop
Francisco Lindor stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big
Now
part of
batting,
the field. Man, there are a
designated
lot of
hitter,
hits there.
Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Harper at second. Lindor at first. 2 out of the inning. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Out to short. On to Jimenez. And that's the 3rd out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Last half of the 5th coming up. Yankees 3 and the Blue Jays 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Ernie Clement.
Cole back to work. That pitch gets the corner. Strike one.
Well, these Blue Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And a swing and a miss. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Foul ball there. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
First baseman, Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And that one in the air center field. Hauls it in to end the inning. And we're back.
Leading
Top
off for
6.
the Yankees,
And stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells. Max Scherzer goes to work. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Swing and a foul straight back. So here's Scherzer. Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And next for New York, Brenton Doyle. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Can't glove it cleanly to Jimenez. And he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score.
Well, that was clearly a double play ball, but the bobble unfortunately prevented him from being able to get 2. But a good job to stay with it and make sure you got at least 1.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Runner takes off. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. That's his 4th home run of the series, and they boost their lead. It's 5-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. He got on plane with that high fastball, but look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
So digging in, Jose Ramirez. There's a swing and a drive. That one opts against the fence. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. He's safe.
Now batting.
Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Next to hit, Juan Soto in there for strike 1. And that's outside. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. John Schreiber up and loosening in the pen. Garcia getting cranked up as well. Man at second. That's a laser base hit coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Now batting, right fielder Aaron
That ball was
Judge.
absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat, and I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Max Scherzer is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching
John
for the Blue
Schreiber
Jays.
gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Number 46.
And if you dig into his walk rate,
John
his numbers are really
Schreiber.
impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Runner on at first with one gone. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Now fly ball to right center. Springer on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Here comes Bryce Harper. He's already homered here in this one. And that one fouled off. Two outs. Right side, hard hit. And that is the inning. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Yankees 6 and the Blue Jays 1. Welcome back to the ballpark
Leading off
as
for
we
the
check
Jays,
out the current
catcher,
playoff picture.
Tyler Heineman.
And a first offering a fastball for a strike. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lindor on to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Here's Andres Jimenez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
One down, base is empty. That one misses. 2 and 2.
Ooh, I thought he'd bite right there.
Swings and chases a low one there. On to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Up next for the
2
Blue
down,
Jays,
base is empty.
designated
Nathan
hitter,
Lucas next up for the Blue Jays.
Lucas.
a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And that's in for a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Foul ball, still 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They trail it 6-1. Welcome back as
Leading
we
off
take a look
for
at
the
their upcoming
Yankees,
schedule.
Shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Check swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. And he went around. Ruled a swing. And that's down and away.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
Pitch is in the dirt. Now 3-1.
It's been tough fooling these hitters, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
Payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
So
Jackson
man aboard.
Merrill.
Jackson Merrill now at the plate. 1 for 3. Just off the outside edge. 1-0. Runner at first with no outs here. Lindor on the move. That one ripped. Gone. He'll circle the bases. His 29th of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 8-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. John Schreiber won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching
New
for
pitcher
the Blue
now
Jays.
for the Jays, Jimmy
Number
Garcia.
93.
He's averaging more than 1 hit
Jimmy
allowed per inning pitched this
Garcia.
season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Just missed. Outside. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the top half of inning number 7. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Springer drop step going back. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add a run. It's 9-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean,
This is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And up next for New York, Brenton Doyle. And there's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the...
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. And they add a run. It's 10-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Back to the top of the order, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Base knock, center field.
All over that one right there.
Now
Got a
batting,
fastball,
third baseman,
middle of the plate,
Jose
jumped all over
Ramirez.
it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Jimmy Garcia out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
Ryan
the Blue
Burr
Jays.
takes over on the mound.
Number
He pitched
43,
yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Ryan Burr.
Next to hit, Jose Ramirez. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. And first offering is fouled off. Runner goes again. And that one pulled foul. Chisholm on at first. Nobody out. Runner on the move again. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Runner goes again. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Here's the left fielder, Juan Soto.
And you can feel the intensity in the ballpark. Everyone wondering if this will be the at-bat that sees him break the record.
First pitch misses. And a big swing and a miss.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything.
That one ripped right center field. And it's gone. And we have a new single-season home run king. One of the most revered records in baseball has been broken.
What a moment. You know he's feeling it on the inside. This is an achievement that will define his career, something that's bigger than even the sport itself.
No doubt about it. No matter where he goes from here, he'll always be remembered for this amazing season and this moment. And we've been anticipating this for weeks, but it doesn't make it any less special. A remarkable accomplishment in what has been a remarkable season for him. A moment that will live on in baseball history for a long time.
Absolutely no question about it. This is something we are very lucky to be able to witness.
And the batter now, Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss, strike one. Yo one. And ball one to Judge. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. And he chases that one below the zone. But no chance to get him, and he'll take first on the strikeout.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Man at first, nobody out. Bryce Harper to the plate. That one at 95, missed up top, and that's ball one. And a swing and a miss there.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Here's a 1-1. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And gone. Another homer. His 54th home run of the season. It's 15-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth.
If you hit the ball that far, you know we're going to check the numbers. Let's go back to the Nerd Herd and StatCast. That was impressive.
Yeah, wow. I mean, they don't hit him much farther than that, Boog. Everything's got to come together to hit a ball like that, and he really showed us something right there.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Ryan Burr departs.
Now pitching
Eric
for the Blue
Swanson
Jays.
will take over here.
And he's had a
Number
tough
50.
go of it against left-handed batters
Eric
this year.
Swanson.
They've been hitting him hard, so we'll see how he does here.
Francisco Lindor stepping in now for the Yankees. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ball one there. That one
No,
missed.
that's the ball.
High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. The throw in. And he's got a double. So now here's the DH. Jackson Merrill. That one pushed to the left and foul. And it's fouled away. Runner at second, nobody out. Next offering upstairs.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That's the third. Zips it across. That's the first out at the top of the seventh. And next for New York, Austin Wells. That misses off the outside edge.
1 ball, no strike.
That's down and in. Lindor leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. He swings and fouls one off. Ground ball up the middle. And that one finds its way through. Now a long throw home. And he can't come up with it. And he'll reach second with 1 away. Now Brenton Doyle. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. He'll touch them all. His second home run of the game. It's 18-1.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Eric Swanson gives way.
Now pitching
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Brendan Little.
Number 54.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr. The
Pinch
Yankees
hitting
going
for
with a
New
pinch
York,
hitter,
number 14,
Luis Angel
Luis
Acuna.
Angel Acuna.
Off the plate, ball 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Next pitch is outside. Outside with a breaking ball. And they'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Santander makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Jose Ramirez will hit next. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody, oh, nice stop on a slide, and very nicely done for the out. But not before 12 men cross the plate here as they really break this game open. 7th inning stretch time. The Yankees lead this one 18-1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Next offering misses down and away. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the catch, and there's one down. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Swing and a foul out of play. In the air, right field. Judge under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. So digging in, Bo Bichette. Right through there for a strike. Hard ground ball, base knock. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. Here's the 3rd baseman, Ernie Clement. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab, and that ends the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. 8th inning coming up. Yankees out in front, 18-1. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous
footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. And Judge spoils that one. Little, a lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a sinker, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Up the middle. Jimenez throw to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Not even close there. And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And another ball. Francisco Lindor waiting to hit for the Yankees. Next offering is in for a strike. Up and in, ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Pinch hitter coming on, Zach Neto. A runner on first with 2 gone for him. Check swing, but he went too far, and it's 0-1. Harper off of first with 2 away.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Look out!
Time.
And it hit him.
Take your base.
Jackson Merrill getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And misses inside. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Back here at Rogers Center, on to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, George Springer. Cole back to work. Cole still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
Right through there for a strike. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. way back there, on its way and out of here. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 18-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. There's a strike at the knees.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a double. So a man aboard. Tyler Heineman digs in now. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
One on, nobody out. A run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Ramirez fires over to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. So up next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate, and he's in there. A run comes in the play. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Nathan Lucas. In there at the knees.
0-1.
That's hard hit on the line. Doyle makes the catch. 2 down. Anthony Santander, the next to hit.
Now just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
In the dirt. Goes to second. Save. And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it across. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left. Through 8 full, the Yankees lead it 18-3. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now Austin Wells. Action in the pen down there. Chad Green getting ready to go. Hoffman warming up as well. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And there's a ball. And that's outside. And down on strikes. That K is his third of the game. Brenton Doyle stepping in now for the Yankees. Hard hit right side. Varsho steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. And now Luis Angel Acuna. Fly to left his first time. And a foul ball.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Out to short. On the run, throw to first. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Ramirez. In the dirt, but kept close. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Nobody on defense feels great right now. The pitcher feels responsible for missing so far outside, and the catcher wishes he could have done more to try to stop it.
Hard hit left side. Bichette whips it to first. And that is that. So no runs on no hits, 1 error, and a runner left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. The Yankees lead it 18-3. Last chance for the home team. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Cody Bellinger. So they turn things over to the righty, Ben Joyce.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him. So he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Splits the plate. That's strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1. Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Just missing there. Going to count 1 and 2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
On the ground right side. He'll do it himself. 1 up, 1 down. Now here is Bo Bichette. First pitch, and he just misses. The Yanks up big in this one here in the last half of inning number 9. Soto right there to make the grab. And there are 2 outs. One out left for the Blue Jays. And now it's going to be Ernie Clement. A pair of strikeouts, and he's flied to center. And first offering is fouled off. The Jays with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.